and I'll get lasered without even realizing because I'm not paying attention to the enemies directly behind them. Great. Oh well, there's only up from here, and hey, I've made it past the third boss, finally. Alright, let's figure out where the lasers are coming from this time. Up here, which is also where conveniently the cargo ship is stored, but we get a bullet weapon, so hopefully it's a good one. I hope it's another blaster. It is the Hyper Blaster. Sure, I'll take the most spastic gun in the game. I swear, do these bullets have auto-tracking, or are they just literally just shooting everywhere? Because it just feels like the bullets have auto-tracking, just because of the way the bullet pattern spreads. Alright, newborn race, let's see what you got. You got the easiest bullet pattern to dodge. Alright, just go down to fire. Okay, you immediately went to the other phase. Does the Hyper Blaster do that much damage to you compared to the regular blaster? Because I almost highly doubt it. Maybe it actually does do a significant damage increase towards this boss in particular. Oh well. Weapons deal more damage, keep on shooting after swap. I think weapons deal more damage would be good here. Pretty lax on the upgrades and pretty lax on the weapons. I mean, I've got the same favorites time and time again. And we're gonna be fighting under ruins. Ain't that peachy? Yes, I'll take my shot now. So we have a bot weapon, gun bots. Okay, guess what's getting replaced? The Hyper Blaster, and I guess we might take the laser just because there's no real reason to take the regular blaster except for the fact that it deals more damage, but it's a little bit too late to take the blaster back. I guess basically just shoot a bot down whenever I can. Swapping back to the main weapon makes the most sense with this setup. And then again, now I can actually kind of see where the whole keep on shooting after you swap comes into play. I love how when you fire the laser, if you don't hold it down long enough, it just stops in the air all of a sudden, as if it's pretending to be a lightsaber. You thought you could hit me. No. Stop that. Oh, come on now. I'm dodging these shots. It's just being really irritating about it. Okay then, I'm thankful the gun bots absorbing the first couple of shots there. I might have been in a serious amount of trouble. And it seems like we might be rapidly... Oh, heavy mini rocket weapons reload faster. Well... I guess, with gun bots, that makes a lot of sense. And I will gladly take that upgrade. And again, I don't know what semi-auto into full auto would do for gun bots. This is laser rain, and I didn't move. I swear I dodge these lasers more often than they actually hit me. I'm trying to imagine what an entire, like, run of laser rain would be like, and I can only imagine it's the worst kind of hell imaginable. I mean, admittedly, you'd get pretty good at dodging it, because it does follow a rhythm, but still. Alright, let's see how many of you we can kill. The answer is not all of you. The answer is we get hit by trying to kill off the stragglers. They just get in one final shot that destroys me. Let's not get hit by the ships that deal almost a fourth of my life bar in damage. And of course you get the Mark 1 this time around, which okay, it's missiles still. How many times have we gotten the Mark 1 at this point? Because I know there's a second one, I just don't think I encounter it all that often. Alright. Dodge the radial pulse. Dodge the radial pulse in the completely incorrect manner and do not get hit regardless. Ooh, gunbots, finally. They're useful. My question is he not dead yet? He's got all these gunbots shooting him up the rear. He should be in either tremendous pain or near death. Alrighty then, what do I get? One more chance to achieve a wave, energy ray gun, bullet autocannon, or build a shield when not firing. Let's get the energy ray gun plus instant vaporization. Seems like it'd be a very good idea to have. Buff our two weapons into not uselessness. I do not appreciate all the lasers that you're making me go through. I'm surprised, in fact, that they had dodged all the lasers. Oh, come on. That's almost not fair. Shockwave. Stasis gun, the worthless brother to the Shockwave. The brother to the Shockwave that no one talks about, because Shockwave is just better in every way than the one brother. Okay, I swear I'm dodging this stuff. I swear. Okay, let's also not run into the laser freak that just I've ran into anyway, which has nearly killed me successfully. I'm not sure if the ships don't just drop missiles directly on top of you. Well, that was instant death. I thank you for that. I think I'm going to take a quick break just so I can get some water. And we'll be back with the stream in about 5 minutes. Forgot to turn on my microphone. Enough of that break. Let's continue. I'm just going to try to consistently not get hit on the first wave. Not even bother clearing it completely. Just try not to get hit the first time every time. I'll pick up the stasis gun, which is almost worthless, but I'll pick it up regardless, just to have a second weapon. Who knows, maybe it will have some use. Maybe pushing some lasers out of the way so I can actually dodge them. Of course, my nose itches as soon as I need to start shooting stuff. And almost made it, so I guess times 11 is the maximum you could possibly get before the first boss. Anyway, you are the easiest one to dodge, if I remember correctly. Yep. I think I fought you the most this night. I really hope you are the daily boss, because I've gotten your patterns down pat. Like, really, it's not that hard to dodge your bullets, just because they leave such a wide gap to go through. Everything else, I'm always bothered trying to dodge, just because it's not the easiest to do so. And I can successfully do the first wave every time, apparently. Alright, what weapon do we get? What weapon choice do we get? We get a cough. No. I'm gonna go with bullet drop rate, just because I hate the heavy weapons. There's only one heavy weapon I actually enjoy, and that's the, Well, I've already forgotten the shockwave. Jesus. I have a lot to do to get all the live streaming stuff finished. And I partially dislike how I end up recording this stuff for the live streams. I have to upload it straight from Twitch, and that leads to a lot of issues with me having to edit it down just because I feel the urge to do so. And wow, I could have gotten hit there, but let's see if I can get through the second wave without getting hit. At least on this one, it shouldn't be impossible. As he says as he keeps doing death-defying dodges without even realizing it. Kill him. Thank you. Oh. Well, the asteroids did most of the work for me. So what did I get here? I guess the Demuxer is still better than the stasis gun. I admit it's a really cool concept. The Demuxer is a cool concept. And Mark III, I fought you so many times already. But wow, the Demuxer's damage is humongous. I almost succeeded in just no-hitting this wave. And I had to fail then. Oh, come on. 2 hits. Only 2 hits this entire wave. I could definitely do a lot better than that, though. Anyway, what do I get? Contact weapons, which are useless. Weapons break enemy shields, or laser absorption. Let's break some shields. There's no armor permitted for you. Maybe the Demuxer has grown on me. I just refuse to acknowledge it as good. It's definitely got the damage down pat. And there go the shields, which would have been the only issue that would have stopped me from hitting these people. The flamethrower. If I remember correctly, the flamethrower was terrible. That was the first time I got hit this wave. At least it wasn't at any very critical juncture where I would get hit multiple times as a result of getting hit once. Does faster reload times even work for bullet weapons just because their reload time is near instantaneous anyway? I have to look that up at some point. I'm going to play Steriden a lot more. Even if I just personally like it. This is the problem, that I'm always live streaming at a very inconvenient time, because anyone who probably watched me would more likely watch the big tournaments that keep happening on Saturdays. Like, every time on Twitch there's always a big tournament going on Saturdays at this time, and I keep making my stream at this time. I really should probably try to find a time block in the middle of the week that I could do this, but really Saturday is just the easiest time for me in general. Alright, Space Cowboy, let's see what you can do here. Quite well, actually. He says, okay, I was dealing with the missiles just fine, then this happened. Alright, radial pulse. I dodge right into a shot because the first shot's always wide for whatever reason. Oh, Demuxer, yeah. I have to dodge in between to not die, but I can easily shoot backwards because the Demuxer is hilarious. Alright, let's try not to put ourselves in a position where we end up dying against one of the easiest to dodge attacks. Like, all these homing attacks are actually fairly easy to dodge when you realize it. When you think about it, because they leave very tight groupings to just dodge around. You don't have to go through them. Even the corridor ones are easier to dodge. It's just I'm very bad at it. It's because with a keyboard, it accepts an input for so long, and I get hit on the very final attack. Bloody great. Enjoy the silence. You'll crave it by the end of it. Oh, come now. First I have to hit the last bullet. Get hit by the last bullet. That's probably the most annoying thing in this game. It's just, you think you dodged a wave, and then you get struck by the very last bullet in a wave because you happen to dodge into it. Now, admittedly, that's entirely my fault. Mega Gun. That is entirely my fault, but it still is not fun to have that happen to you. Alrighty then, Mark 1 bomber, let's see what you got. Oh, the Mark 1 is always this one, so I've fought the Mark 1 and the Mark 3. And you're now going to the radial pulse mode, which, while easy to dodge, does not allow me an opportunity to do a lot of damage, but the Mega Gun apparently deals less damage to you than the blaster, which always makes me wonder why. Like, wouldn't the Mega... So is it like specific weapons that deal extra damage, or are there only very specific classifications? I.e., is it like, do you have to have a certain weapon to actually deal damage to them, or is it a certain class of weapon? Because I've seen both happen, where all classes of a certain weapon will always deal extra damage to these large ships, but then these smaller weapons will do nothing. Then the larger weapons will do almost nothing of a similar class, as long as it's a different name, a different weapon entirely. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's we'll take this one. Maybe there isn't a shield item. I know there are shield weapons, but I just rarely encounter it. That is a shield weapon. I've just been dumb, right? Yeah, no, there's a literal shield weapon. I was just saying something really stupid by actually selecting that. Oh well. Maybe I'll get the shield weapon this time around. Alright, contact weapon. Let's try it. Okay, once again, it's certainly cute, but it's not doing enough. And the contact ships still get through the saw regardless. Mark 1 frigate. Okay, you have the relatively easy pattern to dodge. I only say this is relatively easy just because there's only like so many bullets coming towards you directly at once. Everything else you can just ignore. And this pattern here is also equally as easy to dodge just because, well, as long as you don't do something like that, and as long as you don't move very quickly, which I keep doing, you can't make it impossible for you to get hit by, or you can't make it impossible for you to get hit, or for you to get hit upon. But there's always situations like that where you end up getting sniped by the final bullet. You can beat the whole game with only your trusty blaster. Only a fool would do so. I think I've gotten progressively worse since when I was ill. Shockwave, homing missiles. I mean, I guess I could do homing missiles. They're not very good by themselves, though. They kind of need some damage buff to not be totally worthless. You know, to be honest here. They're not even a new trap weapon. They're just good in general, as long as you get the damage buff that they need. And once again, we get the rare opportunity of a second weapon change. And it comes to a laser. Wow, it actually is the laser. I think I'll ditch the blaster and take the laser this time around. I like the instantaneous hitting level of the laser, and the blaster by itself cannot get enough good upgrades. I mean, the bullet autocannon is nice to auto-track stuff, but really, this is personally much better. But you get the... Okay, this gives you red, homing gives you yellow. Alrighty then. Keep on shooting after swap. Bullet, increase frequency. Let's keep on shooting after a swap. At least allows me to be somewhat lazier when firing. Okay, I could kind of see the use of that. I can just hold down the fire key and not care anymore, especially about weapons that are meant to constantly fire. Okay, you die. I'm sick of you. No more homing attacks for your entire team. You've lost that privilege. What did I just say? Is that the debris from the first boss? If so, that's a pretty nice... Oh, come on. If so, that debris thing is a little bit nice. Or at least that's pretty amusing. I was just about to be able to avoid all those attacks. Of course, I have to miss. We get here. Gunbots! I'm doing it. High risk, high reward. Fill the screen with bullets. Let them drop dead. Please note, the gunbots are only so effective in this because they're not getting shot. Phase 2. And the gunbots become utterly worthless because they all die instantly. Such is a sad day for the gunbot kind, but we will laser him to death. For the Alliance of the Laser People are doing an amazing job. The Alliance of the Laser People was beneficial for both sides. Alright. I almost have the dodging down pat. It's just that one pattern that screws me. But he's already dead, so that doesn't matter. Semiotic weapon... Okay. I've done the weapons reload faster. But this is not a this is a semi-automatic weapons. Let's make it fully automatic. Let's see. Does that actually break this weapon in two? Does this make it truly, truly insane? No, it doesn't. This just makes it so I can still hold down the fire key more. I would almost say the reload time is still better. Of course, I could swear I dodged those shots, and that one, no, that one I did not dodge. I dodged right into. Ultra laser, shockwave. Like, you give me my favorite weapon and expect me not to use it. Die. No, I'm just gonna sit here. Take as long as you'd like. I will kite you guys, because I don't need to kill you. I'm just gonna wait for your teammates to show up, because they're more dangerous than you. Oh. Yeah, of course I can let myself get hit so easily. Oh, you can actually make the missiles hit each other. That's actually pretty cool. I'm just going to practice actually just blocking all these shots and using shock. I'm just going to kill him using purely the shockwave. Admittedly, this is a very stupid idea and will not... What am I doing? I have gunbots. Of course, I'm being contacted as of right now for no apparent reason. Then again, most people don't care much about the fact that I live stream just because I'm not popular. Disappointing. Okay, I think I severely nerfed myself here. I guess this is the only time I can actually hurt him. Then again, don't most of these bosses die via frustration if you can outlast them long enough? I think I read that somewhere. I'd have to check. Not like it matters. I think he's going to die just now. Alrighty then. Ray gun, shield when not firing, reflects damage when hit, unleashes shockwave on collision. Sure, we'll auto-vaporize. We can always use the ray gun. I'll have to talk with him later. I could have sworn I had dodged all those shots. I'm surprised that worked so well. Well, there's a mega gun for me, but I don't really need one. I just kind of need to not die this time around. And of course he pushes me straight into another missile, which completely defeats the purpose of this strategy, which is just making sure I don't get hit via utilizing the shockwave and abusing its power. Then again, very poor dodging can also do that too. I think I have the gun bots, I'm just not using them. We need more space. Like, I have gun bots. I don't need to care what he's got. I can get shot, though.